Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and also turn on that notification bell in order to be notified whenever I drop a new video. I know it's been a long time, and guys, consistency is killing me. So consistency is killing me in terms of having to post on YouTube, but it's been good. Surely you can see, the glow, the weight gain, everything is just smooth. But today we'll be speaking about how I reached my prop firm target with just one trade. That's how much I'm the shit. That's how much I'm the shit now. So I reached my prop firm target of 6% with just one trade. So in that being said, I was trading NZDCAD, and as easy as that with just one trade. So in that being said, guys, I have a story to tell you behind this one trade before I even dive into the market and show you how is the setup and all of the stuff. Yay! I reached my target with one trade, but I couldn't move on to phase 2. Simply because of the consistency rule of this prop firm that I chose. Mind you, that prop firm was recommended by Prop Firm Match, because I usually check my prop firms right there. So with the little money that was left on my PayPal, I was just rather than eating fast food and takeaways and all of those stuff, let me just invest it, So I bought an account right there. In me buying an account, it was a 5K account, and then it was a two-phase, and it has consistency, 35 and all of those stuff. So Tyron the GOAT, as I've been trading with prop firms for 2 years now, I didn't know anything about consistency rules and all of those stuff. I just knew that if you hit the target, you're good to go to the next phase and all of those stuff. Only to find that I hit the target with just one trade, and I couldn't move on. And imagine their minimum trading days were 4, and also I couldn't move on. If I'm going to my dashboard to check what's really going on, why can't I move on to why am I not receiving an email that you're moving on to phase 2 and all of those stuff? Mind you, this prop firm's name is Quant Tekel or something. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it, but for the mere fact that it was recommended by Prop Firm Match, I was just why not? So yeah, I go to my dashboard to check what's really going on. In me checking my dashboard, minimum trading days, 0. Okay, that one needed for the day to overlap, and then it shows me, and then it said 1. Minimum trading days, 1. Consistent, 100% out of 35. I'm what does that mean? I'm lost, because it's saying target passed, minimum trading days not passed as yet, consistency not passed as yet. I'm what's going on? I tried sending them an email. They don't reply. Till today, they haven't replied to the email, which that was one huge red flag. Why don't you check your emails, bro? Okay. And then I went to their dashboard to check for their contact details. Okay, I got Discord, because I don't usually like the chat that is on the dashboard. So I got Discord. To join their Discord is a hassle. You verify, after verifying, I don't know what happens next, but I can't access anything. Maybe I thought you were able to open a ticket right there and then have to tell them your issue, and then they try assisting you or explaining even further. As I said, mind you, I don't know anything about consistency rules and all of this stuff, because this is the first prop firm that I'm using that has consistency. What? Thirdly, I see Guti, I've tried all the sources of communication, but I'm failing. So, and then I take them on the dashboard, because I've tried all sources of communication, but it's not combining, So I take them on the dashboard. In me texting them on the dashboard, they explain the consistency rule that you say total profit times target minus or divided by 100. I kept on asking more about it, because I'm just confused. What do they mean about it? I couldn't get it. The maths was not matching for me. But for the mere fact that they were patient with me consistently and continuously, like, answering, trying to make sure that they're elaborating as much as they can. I appreciated that after the red flags I've seen. Sharp. From there, the calculations tend to be that now I have to make $560 more on top of the 6% that I've made. I'm like, what the? Like, if I'm making that, it's now more than the 6% they wanted. Just because of the consistency rule, now I have to add more, meaning it's more than 6%, it's more 12% or 13% that I'm now making in this challenge, in step 1, or I should say phase 1. Like, how is that possible? Because the 6% of the $5,000 was just $300, and then timesing and dividing and minusing whatever the consistency of 35% they were calculating, they said that I should make $560 more. I'm like, that's over 6% now. But yes, that's the consistency rule. I got gag. Not now, in me saying hi gag, it's simply because, not because I know that I won't be able to do it. Like, if I'm able to make that in one trade, what is that? So the problem is that already in my head, I've made up my mind that all to phase 2, like, everything with one trade, like, why not? They were like, no, you weren't supposed to pass in one trade. You have to open little by little to show that you are managing your risk. Yes, my risk is managed. My stop loss was very tight. It was very tiny. It's just that my target was huge. But in order to what your strategy, no, you can't tell me about my strategy. I know my strategy and I know how it works, or the effectiveness of it. You don't have to tell me how my strategy, or in order to improve my strategy and whatever. What's there to improve if I'm able to, like, pass the challenge or meet the target with one trade? Like, what's there to improve? We went back and forth, as you can definitely see on the screen as I'm explaining. Like, we went back and forth, until I was just like, you know what, sharp. And then they're like, no, you can always opt for another challenge. You can buy. I mean, do you think I'm still going to buy a challenge? No, man. Seeing once is seeing twice. That's why they say in Zulu. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. It's their rules. I just gotta follow their rules, which I don't think their rules are rules that are just good. Like, I feel like they're kind of working against the traders instead of working with the traders. Like, isn't the aim to pause and be funded and make money? Like, now that I have to trade little by little, at least make $100 per day. And because they further explain that in me having to make that $560, I shouldn't make it at once. Wow. Like, I shouldn't make it at once. I should make at least a maximum of $100 per day. Wow. Because if I make it at once, that consistency rule won't decrease. It will forever be at 100%, meaning I will continue making. For a moment I was just like I feel like even giving up on this account and leaving it because of being irritated, not because of I won't meet the target. The target is easy. The problem is that now I have to measure $100, which is just maybe one candle like this. Like, it's making my trading life boring. But luckily I have other accounts from other prop firms such as Aqua Funded and Funded Next and Blueberry. Yes. Yeah. Luckily I have other accounts on those prop firms. If I didn't have those and only had that one, like, surely I would be irritated more than this. By the way, now I feel like I'm much calm compared to the irritation that I had. So now let us jump into the NZDCAD trade. So here's the trade that made me pass my challenge with just only it. So with the modified strategy that I'm using, you don't need to understand what has happened all of the years ago and all of those stuff. You don't need a huge portion in order to understand what's going on. So this structure, I checked it on my 4-hourly time frame and also took my entry on my 4-hourly time frame. So I saw that right here we are consistently breaking structure to the bottom. which means that I zoomed in this structure right here to understand what was going on. I saw that we are consistently breaking structure to the bottom, which means that I analyzed the internal structure. This was the big external structure, but I analyzed the internal structure. It's up to you. You have to be able to know how to play around the external structures and the internal structures. So in that being said, I analyzed the internal structures and saw that we are in a downtrend, consistently breaking structure to the bottom, which makes this as our last lower low. What gave rise to this lower low is this lower high, which we can definitely see that it was taken out. The minute it was taken out, it was a sign that now we are changing direction from a downtrend to an uptrend, which your first entry would have been right here by dragging your fib from where the impulse started to where it ended, which is right here, which you definitely see that you would have been tapped in, and then it would have went straight to TP. But apparently I missed this entry, therefore I waited for this other entry whereby we broke structure again. And me breaking structure, I dragged my frame from where the impulse started to where it ended, which when I scaled down to my smaller time frame, I saw that we had an imbalance right here, which was on my 1 hourly time frame or 30-minute time frame, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just quickly confirm. I think it was in my 30-minute time frame. So if I'm changing to my 30-minute time frame, it will take time. So I think it was in my 30-minute time frame. It's why price came as far as this to cover the imbalance and then started shooting to the upside. But still my entry was at level 71 and 79. I placed my entry at level 71 and then we went straight to TP from there. So I faced this little bit of a drawdown, but we went straight to TP. So this is the trade that I took that made me go into profit. So even right here, we have a new break of structure. As much as I don't like this kind of structure, as we are breaking structure, rather than having huge impulses, because on my side, it's signaling as some sort of a manipulation that might happen right here. So we had this new break of structure now, and us having this new break of structure, you will have dragged your fib from where the impulse started to where it ended, which is right here, which you can definitely see that it really didn't much tap into our point of interest, which is level 71. So there are high chances that price might still come and then goes through TP after tapping in our point of interest. But I don't like such structures. So just to add on, this is what I'm also looking at for the week. Already I'm holding GBP JPY and we almost at TP. I'm holding GBP JPY, sorry. It's almost hitting TP right here. The first entry was right here, but I kept on going in and out, scalping it. The signal was also shared on my free Telegram group. If you want to join it, the link is in my bio, and also the paid group. On the paid group, we share more signals there. So actually we share most trade ideas. We share most trade ideas right there. So right now I'm looking at GBP JPY. I'm looking forward to be selling short term as like scalping. Like I'll be scalping this. So as you can definitely see that we are in a downtrend, consistently breaking structure to the bottom. So I dragged my fib from where the impulse started to where it ended, which is right here. I'm waiting for price to tap in right here, and then we move to the downside. So also what I'm noticing with the with the USD JPY pair, we might disrespect. Why? Because if you are considering the seller's momentum, it's no more the same compared to here. Can you see right here? Right here, it's increased, and then right here, instead of increasing, it's quite decreasing. If you can't measure your momentum on which one is stronger than the other between the buyers and sellers, just use this method of this triangle. You can see that right here, it's decreasing. If it was more than this block right here, you would have said that the sellers are still in control. So there are high chances that the sellers will be, the buyers will be taking over the market. So we'll see how it goes. So thank you for watching my video till this far. If you enjoyed, just drop those comments. If you have any questions, drop that question and tell me, what do you think about this consistency rule that prop firms are now coming up with? Because I feel like they are working against the traders now. As much as a lot of people had always believed that they're working against the traders, but now with this rule of consistency, I personally feel like they're working against the traders. Like, Because why should you trade little by little while you're able to just like boom? I don't understand. But yeah, guys, nonetheless, this is Taryn the Goat, the one and only female goat in the industry, and let me love you and leave you. Peace out.